So, we're going to have a go at another video. Over my yard, yeah, there's topper. You don't usually see this end of the yard that much because, well, the entrance to the shed's down that way. But, yes, it's been a long time since we've done a video, and I don't know what it is, the last sort of week or so, quite a few people have commented and almost bollocked me for not doing videos. Quite a few people I've never met. I've just been watching the video for ages. Yes, we have a load of crap on the yard. Joys of having a builder. I mean, if you look back there, all clear space that they started back there, tipped high. It'd have been all that way, not all this way. But anyway, hedge cutting season. I am flat out hedge cutting at the moment, to be fair. And there's a little surprise. Turn the lights on. You've just seen the hedge cutter. Guess who's back? Guess who's left the keys for her in the van? That was a bright one to do. So yeah, Puma's on the hedge cutter. Smurf's been taken off. She's done great while I've been flat out. Basically, end of season with the contractor to do a lot for. You know, that's where she stops. So she's managed to stop down there. The odd days they haven't needed me. She's coming fantastic for going out and getting a bit of edge cutting done. Like it's time of year when people are trying to put reseeds in. Taking on quite a big farm, whole job hedge cutting this year. So I mean, he was desperate to try and get some reseeds in, so I could nip off and do it on Smurf. So messing around, trying to drag that up to the yard, put the edge cutter on, go down, do the job. Come back, drop the edge cutter off, you end up losing half a day running around earning nothing. So yeah, Smurfs worked brilliantly for that. It's just Puma being a bit faster on the road, a bit more comfortable. Also, oh girl, you know, she's done well. She's proud of her. She's done a bit of work, but at the same time, she does want looking after a bit. Anyway, I need to stop talking. I need to go get the keys and get her start to warm up. So I finished off doing roadsides last night in the dark, so let's see what sort of job I made of it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't look too bad for a blind man. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks almost presentable. Right, go find the rest of it to do. So, well, it's mid-afternoon, but I'm quite honest, I've only done a couple of hours hedge cutting. I was a little bit hacked off when I come and park back up, and I had a few things. I had to go get a little bit of hydraulic oil to go in there. Also, my phone's due for upgrade, so I thought I'd go sort that out. The reason I'm a little bit annoyed, hang on, if we knew that, we can do that. So these flails, when they're switched off, should spin fairly freely. Not be locked solid. My issue is if you look there, that is a little bit of wire that goes from there round to here. I'd seen there was a bit of wire broke between the posts. What I hadn't seen was there was about a 8-foot stretch of it lay in the grass, unable to see. Made worse by usual fences on farms there. It's high tensile wire. It's very difficult to snap it. So like if you get a piece wedged in here, you just get your set of mole grips on it, yank it back out. This is not. This is very soft wire that has welded itself in there, and the little bit that was sticking up, when I put my mole grips off on it, moved a little bit and then snapped off flush. So well, it's the reason it's probably a good idea I did go and do them few jobs and have a bit of time to think. My original thought was having to pull the rotor out, which means that off, roller off, so that's 2 bolts top and bottom. 3 bolts top and bottom. 3 bolts there that hold the bearing into the head. 3 bolts there that hold the head together. Pull the rotor out to get the wire out. What I'm thinking, a bit more brutal, but hopefully a little bit quicker. So this band here, so this bit is stationary, and this bit is supposed to move. Now it's obviously been done before, because that's not factory weld. So if I get my angry grinder out, cut them welds off, maybe slit that in half, hopefully I can get the wire out. That's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Oh look, just about the problems. Want that. Perhaps at some point should repair that hinge. Why is my mains grinder not where I left it? Right, ignore me for a bit. I'm going to go find tools that obviously aren't where they should be, because I'm getting terrible at putting stuff back where it belongs. Hence the reason my van is a crap hole that I can't find anything in. Yeah, I suppose this is all self-inflicted really, isn't it? So, the fact that I've got the light the wrong way. Cut through them, and it's actually free turning a bit. The wire is still there. Ooh. So I think I'm going to take that off out of the way anyway. We'll cut that, we'll get that out of the way, we can clean everything out properly and make sure everything's safe, and then weld it all back together. Even using proper safety squints. Mainly because my eyes not quite healed properly yet from the last bit of metal that I had in it. Always wear safety glasses. You'd have thought I'd have learned by now, but apparently age doesn't make you any wiser. Well, not when you're an idiot like me, anyway. So we've got it cut, we've got it split. I'm just seeing a little bit more than I was expecting, which means it's probably a good idea me doing this, but I'll take you along for the ride. There's the little git. So just prise this down, hopefully. This is not what I was planning on doing today. I was planning on edge cutting today. That was my plan. That went well, didn't it? Really well. That is the source of the irritation, as you can see. If I don't turn my camera off and stick my fingers in the way. On there. So that was supposed to be a round piece of wire, and it's flattened it out, heated it up. Yeah, certainly not as malleable as what I took off there. So I'm gonna have a dig in here, see if we can see anything else untoward. I think there could just be a little bit more crap in there, but it's certainly a lot easier than taking the rotor out. Okay, I've still got to weld it all back up again, but it's no real hardship, that. So we're looking back at and out. Gone there and cleaned out all the gunky bits, all sort of that crap that was wedged in behind it. It's just little bits of grass and that they've got managed to get behind it, mixed with all the grease from the bearings. So all we've got to do now, clean all this up, weld it up. So what I'm planning, I'll probably put a good weld, well, get that there, get all this cleaned up, put a good weld on here, and then put a clamp round it to bring that back to, make sure it's all running true and it's not catching. Weld on this side, and then a couple more welds here and there. Golden. Certainly a lot easier than pulling the whole rotor. Obviously, really, I should disconnect, take the hedge cutter off the tractor to do this. But for what I'm doing, be alright. We'll get away with just disconnecting the battery on the tractor. Hopefully all should be golden. Yeah. So get it cleaned off now. Find the hot glue stick up and glue it all back together. We're getting there. It will be too late for me to go back out. Say it's, well, I was back up here for probably 11 o'clock. And by the time I sorted my phone and stuff out, it was sort of 2 o'clock. Seen mate that rent the yard. I've not seen him for a while because we do have some interesting stuff going on up here regarding the shed I'm in, because don't know how many more storms this shed's going to take. Yeah. So yeah, it was probably about 2:30 by the time I start messing around with this. It's now like 3 sort of time. So might as well get this sorted out. Ignore that, I don't use it. Get more oil in it. I might as well grease her all up. Then at least tomorrow hopefully I can have the big day I was going to have today on it. Best laid plans and all that. So that hopefully is a solution. Free spinning, it's not catching, which is good. Yeah. All for a little bit of wire. I have literally, as soon as I finish the welding, pat both grease nipples with a load of grease, so hopefully it'll flush any heat out from around the bearing, keep that cool. That was the other worry with doing it, but put that back on, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow we can go edge cutting. So we are the day after. Just stopped for a bite to eat. Don't always, but I did today. So this is kind of what we're dealing with here. These are very tall, very thick hedges. If you look, oh, hang on, get it down here. So we'll see, hang on, get my finger, or this here, that shouldn't be there. The hedge should be sort of back here. So, because it's that thick and my edge cutter is not the world's most powerful edge cutter, the only way I can really see to do this is 2 passes. So what I'm going to do, start at the bottom, shave it up to push it back, and then come round again, but we'll start at the top and clean it back down. There's a lot of work to do. Some of these hedges are just not great, but it is what it is. Guys asked us to try and push them back and get them into some sort of shape, so that's what we are trying to do. An awfully dull. So I'll get it mounted up and you can see me smashing some edges to pieces. And off we go. See at the top of the edge, well, about halfway up the edge, where the hedge is supposed to be the top of the hedge, if that makes any sense. So yeah, we're just going to smash these back and try and, they're not going to look pretty. I'm fully aware they're not going to look pretty. So I did have word with the customer, because usually your last pass you take flat along the floor and take like all the nettles and smash up all the bits that have come off the edge, but in a lot of places, because of how far the hedge has been pushed back, it's like 2-3 passes with the head of the flail. So I'm going to come back and do all my copping out with me flail topper, just to speed things up, tidy the job up, saves my flails a bit as well. Get in that corner. Next year they should be great, quite nice edges to cut. Assuming he doesn't go on the every other year cut programme he's on about. And this is all, a lot of this is all blackthorn, which is, it's not the nicest stuff to cut. It's chewy, horrible stuff. My flails are probably due a sharpen as well, which will be hampering me a bit, but we're getting something done. It's not all like that. In some places it's actually quite nice normal sort of hedge, and in some places it's a big nightmare. So I've done a past here. I was trying to smack it out in one hit, and it didn't work. All I'm doing is stalling the head out, trying to just trying to put too much through it. So we'll keep chatting for a bit, because we'll come down to a corner where the blackthorn had really come out, and just show you what I've done to that. It has been, to use the technical term, effed off. I'll show you when I get down to the next corner. So this is the corner I was talking about. Should be able to get a good idea of how much that has been. Oh, excuse me, dinner's coming through. How much that has been pushed back, so we can now just give it a quick sweep, tidy up any loose ends there. That's a fair old patch. That was all just hedge. Good, isn't it? So we're actually the next field over, next day. That one we were in yesterday, we finished. We are painfully, don't swear, close to finishing today. What have I got? One run in the ditch to do on this side, and then final pass on the top side and the shoulder and the side on that side. It's all roughed off. But, well, two little things. My bar, that's the hinge pin, I've noticed that's deciding to come out. Not a big job. I was hoping to just back it back and find something to stick in. But I was also having vibration on the head, which I was starting to get worried. I had a bearing going on its way out or something. Turns out no, there's a flail missing. Chunk out of that one as well. I can't think that I've hit anything, but that one has definitely effed off. Why? I have no idea. In fact, that is the one that I'd had trouble with it keeping it tight. So I'd found an old bolt, put an old bolt in there. So I'm just going to have a look and see if we've got any flails that are anywhere close to these. All these are taking a bit of a smack somewhere. I don't know why. I mean, this job is brutal. This job is brutal on the edge cutter. So yeah. I was planning on sharpening up tonight. Yeah, I'm a lot blunter than the living crap out of them today somehow. So yeah, fantastic. So much for ending on a high note. Every day is not a good day, but if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a grubby thumbs up. If you enjoy the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to also ring the little bell. That way you get notifications on when videos come up. I've just seen the state of my air horns. I'm sure they're not supposed to look like that. Oh. Oh dear God, it's been an interesting week. So anyway, as always, don't forget to look after yourselves, and also don't forget to look after each other. And I've also just noticed that's supposed to have a linchpin in it. Dear God! Oh, you can't make this up. I promise you this is not for views, because this is doing my head in. Oh. All I'm trying to do is sign the video off. I think I should have one. It's not ideal, but it'll keep the pin in. Sort that out when I get about the yard. So anyway, don't forget to look after yourself, don't forget to look after each other. I've had enough for one day, and I think I'm going to go home and drink quite a bit. See you on the next one, and hopefully it's next week. There's many words spring to mind, none of which I usually use on this channel, because I know not everyone appreciates a foul mouth. So I'm going to wait till I've turned this camera off, and then I'm going to see who hears me scream F at the top of my lungs. Look after yourself, and we'll see you on the next one.